Hey everyone, welcome. Today I wanted to have a quick chat and channel with you on reciprocity, gratitude, and reciprocation, and the things that we feel compelled to do in reciprocation or in the name of supposed gratitude. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danielle, hashtag damsel at These Enlightened Edits of damseldesigns.com. And in these chat and channel videos, my guides present me with a topic and we can have a chat here in the comments, and my guides and I are having a chat as I do a channeling session for you on this particular topic. I currently have some 221.23 hertz music also playing in the background. If you hear a bit of that, that is actually a sound frequency for vibrational healing, for feminine or receptive energy. So this whole video is going to be filled with some light codes for you and some positive energy, and I hope very much that you receive and enjoy that, and that you will engage positively in the comment section with me. So my guides presented me with this idea of gratitude and a new level of healing our enoughness. They expressed to me that if you didn't grow up with gratitude being enough, right? This idea that was presented to you of what was enough, then your gratitude going forward in your life and in your adult life will not naturally feel like enough until you grow, heal, change, and repattern and decide that it is. So let's break that down a little bit more. What does that mean? That means that you may have an inherent nature or pattern or urge to always do something before or as or immediately after you receive something, right? And this is a feminine wound that anyone can carry. You can be masculine or feminine in identity or in physical nature and still carry this wound. But it is a feminine wound because the feminine female energy is the receptive energy. So what that means is when we receive something, it is a natural thing to feel gratitude, to feel grateful, to feel filled up in some way by what you've received. Or at least that is the hope, right? But because of these ideas and ideals that have been imposed on us from childhood, from our own parents or ancestral wounding, a lot of us have been trained to not only say thank you, but to feel, if we grew up in a dysfunctional household in some way, and that dysfunction can look like anything. It can just simply look like your parental figures or caretakers not being in control of their own energy or wounding. So if we grew up in that type of environment, we can also have been programmed that not only do we express gratitude, but we have to immediately do something to make up for what we just received, right? And this programming does not have to come from a place of them telling us that's what you do. Most often it comes from us seeing our parent or caretaker's pattern of them doing that, right? From their not stopping and healing their wounding of feeling and being enough and knowing and honoring the enoughness of gratitude, we can have witnessed them immediately feel like they have to do something and go above and beyond in trade or exchange for anything that they receive. Or they may not have allowed themselves to receive anything at all, not felt their worth to receive anything, and then pass that along to us. But if you are here, you are the person in your generation, in your ancestral and family line, that is ready to stop that pattern, stop that process, stop passing it on, stop attracting or believing or receiving negative things from that pattern and energy, and and sometimes entity, and change it. And when you do that, your whole entire life can change, because everything you're working so hard to get, you're not also adding that pattern to of feeling that you have to qualify or overqualify yourself for it, or immediately do something in exchange beyond just your gratitude in order to actually receive it or manifest it. So you may notice that you have this pattern where when someone does something nice for you or tries to give you something, or even does something that they are supposed to do, right? This wounding can go very deep to the fact that just when someone does their job or does the right thing, quote unquote, or does something for you that they promised to do, you can feel grateful from a place of lack and disbelief because enough of that has not happened to you, right? The other side of enough. And so you're still living from your past pattern and your past belief and your past experiences that you don't deserve the good things. You're not worthy of the good things unless you immediately prove your worth and give something above and beyond in exchange and leave yourself back in lack from the thing that was trying to be gifted to you or done for you or whatever it may be. And that comes from where our emotional and belief system baselines sit, right? That's why sometimes you can do and receive extraordinary things, but within a few months or a few years' time, you'll sink back down to that baseline of not having those things anymore, because you made the big leap, but you didn't reset the beliefs that you are actually worthy of receiving and enjoying and living from that new place. So how do you do that? You do that over an extended period of time. Honestly, resetting beliefs, much like changing a habit, takes time. Sometimes you have an off day. That's perfectly okay. And I highly recommend getting support while you are working to change your beliefs, or at least having an accountability partner. That can be something as simple as spirit or a journal. If you know yourself and you know that you will hold yourself accountable and be able to hold proper space for yourself in that environment. Or that could be something like having a coach or working with a healer, someone like myself or someone else that has done this work with themselves and with other people and knows how to hold that space for you. And if you're interested in working with me in one of those capacities, you can click the links below or in my bio about that. But you can start right now. You can start right now today, and you can look at the inner child wounds that you have, perhaps call up memories that you have when you were asked or it was implied that when you received something, you immediately did something back. And try to speak to that inner child. Recognize that inner child. Recognize that part of yourself. Stand with them in memory and in spirit as the version that you are right now, listening to this video, instilling this new belief that your gratitude gets to be enough. And speak to them as this adult and apologize to them for the experience that the adults around you at that time tried to instill in you. And do it with compassion, not with blame. We're not blaming them for their inability at the time to overcome their wounding and come to this new understanding. We are simply telling the child, you don't have to believe them. It's not serving them. You see, it's actually draining them. So we don't have to be drained in that capacity any longer. We don't have to do or overdo in exchange for everything that we receive. The agreement of what we agree to do in exchange for something that we receive gets to be enough. In other words, you may find this pattern coming up that when you do a service or when you do your job for someone, that doesn't feel like enough in exchange for the sum of money or time or agreement that they're giving you. And so you overdo and drain yourself to immediately place yourself back in lack. And you do not have to live in lack and have a baseline in lack. You do not have to prove your gratitude to anyone. Okay, being grateful gets to be enough. Truly finding that energy of gratitude where you're not saying thank you from that place of lack. Or imagine if you were saying thank you in words, but your energy is actually saying, thank you, I don't feel like I deserve this. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Because often that's the frequency signal we're sending out. And if you're here, I know you believe in frequency and energy, and you want to live from that place, manifest from that place, and be around people who recognize the truth of that place. So you start living from there now. You can start living from there right now, and you can start saying, thank you, my gratitude gets to be enough. I really appreciate that. My gratitude gets to be enough. And start repatterning to say that subconsciously and mentally when you say thank you, and let that new mantra and affirmation and habit take hold and start to replace the old one as you heal those inner child wounds and false and negative belief systems. So I very much hope that that has sparked something for you today, dear ones. We're going to start to wind it down from there. If this has helped you, please let me know in the comments what it sparked for you. Please share and like and follow or subscribe and pass this along to someone that you feel it can help. Save the video and return to it whenever you feel a new false belief come up, or whenever you feel the presence of that rebellious inner child that wants to overdo or doesn't know how to be grateful. Play this video again, play this to them, and sit with them in that place and from that place of healing. If this has helped you and you feel called and drawn and able, any and all amount appreciation donations are welcome through my PayPal, which is always linked in either the bio or the description. It is paypal.me/DeezenLightenedEdits. And I also invite and welcome you to my website, damseldesigns.com, where I have energy art, enlightened merch, things that you can wear, journals that you can write and repattern in, energy art services and activations, and you can also find information on quantum sessions with me. However, if you are doing this deep work, you may also want to contact me to see if we're a good fit for commitment to healing or quantum coaching packages for an extended time or extended rates. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being the one in your family line who gets to decide that gratitude is enough and start to live and create and exude happiness and joy and the energy of source and unconditional light and love from that place. Thank you for bringing that amount of light to this world, to this reality. You are so worthy of that. I hope that this has blessed your life. I trust that it has, and I will see you next time. Sending love and light codes. Love, Danielle, #damsel at @DeezenLightenedEdits of damseldesigns.com. Bye for now.